All right, everyone get ready because today we're diving into the world of tarot.
Ooh, sounds intriguing.
But specifically for all you Sagittarius listeners out there.
Okay, I'm ready to see what the cards have in store for Sagittarius.
So we've got 2 readings to unpack, one for daily guidance and then another one that's focused on career.
Sounds like a lot to explore.
Even if you're not really into fortune telling,
Yeah.
you don't have to be to get something out of this.
Hey.
Just think of tarot as like a symbolic language, a way to kind of spark some insights about yourself and reflect a little bit.
I like that.
So let's dive into the first reading. Yeah. This is the daily guidance one.
Okay.
Imagine like you're at this cozy tarot table.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe some candles, some incense burning, and the cards, they reveal a journey.
Interesting.
One of new beginnings,
Okay.
a quest for joy and clarity, but also a call for patience and balance, like along the way.
It's always about balance, isn't it?
Always about balance.
Yeah.
The first card we see is the Fool,
The Fool.
which in traditional tarot often represents a leap of faith.
Right.
Stepping into the unknown with an open heart and that sense of adventure.
Yeah, and I feel like for Sagittarius that resonates so deeply, with that inherent desire for exploration and new experiences.
I'm going to say it's so perfect for Sagittarius.
Absolutely.
Then we've got the Sun card,
Ooh.
which is just radiating pure positivity and illumination.
Love it.
It's like things are falling into place, confusion is clearing,
Yeah.
and there's this like vibrant energy propelling you forward.
The sun often appears when someone's at a crossroads, ready to embrace new possibilities, even if those possibilities feel a bit daunting.
Right.
It encourages you to trust your instincts, to let your inner light shine brightly and illuminate the path ahead.
So it's like a cosmic thumbs up,
Exactly.
like a validation that you're on the right track.
Exactly.
But, as with any journey,
Yeah.
there might be a few bumps along the way.
Oh, of course.
And we see that reflected in the 9 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. They kind of hint at potential challenges and conflicts.
Right.
Not necessarily like a negative sign, but more of like a little nudge.
A heads up.
Yeah,
Be prepared.
to be prepared.
Think things through carefully and approach those obstacles
Yeah.
with a mix of optimism and realism.
I see those cards and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I need to like pack some metaphorical armor for this adventure.
Yeah.
Make sure my metaphorical sword is sharp.
Right.
But at the same time, don't let those potential obstacles dim your enthusiasm.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between boldness and preparedness.
Yeah.
And speaking of balance, let's not forget the Lovers card that emerged.
Oh, the Lovers.
It speaks to the need for harmony in relationships, the importance of making choices that align with your values and create a sense of peace and connection.
I wonder if this could also apply to the relationship we have with ourselves.
Absolutely.
Like making choices that honor our own needs and desires.
The Lovers often reflects that internal balance as well.
Okay.
And it's beautifully complemented by the 7 of Pentacles,
Okay.
which emphasizes patience and perseverance,
Right.
especially when it comes to long-term goals. This reminds us that meaningful growth takes time and consistent effort.
So no rushing into things, whether it's a new relationship or a passion project.
Right.
It's about savoring the journey, putting in the work, and trusting that those results will blossom in due time.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, here's something really fascinating.
All right.
The Temperance card, which is traditionally associated with Sagittarius,
Right.
also makes a prominent appearance here.
Interesting.
Ooh, that's got to be significant.
Yeah.
I'm sensing some cosmic synergy here.
What's the message behind temperance in this context?
Exactly what does it mean?
While temperance embodies moderation and finding that sweet spot between extremes, for a Sagittarius, this might be a gentle reminder to channel your boundless energy in a focused and sustainable way.
Okay.
It's about balancing your fiery enthusiasm with a dose of grounding practicality.
So instead of scattering your energy in a million directions,
Yeah,
focus that fiery Sagittarian spirit towards a specific goal.
exactly.
Okay, I like it.
Now let's move on to the affirmation card, the Empress.
Okay, the Empress.
This card exudes nurturing energy abundance and the power to manifest your dreams.
Oh, I love that.
It's a beautiful reminder that you have the potential to create a life filled with beauty, joy, and fulfillment.
I love the imagery of the Empress.
Yeah.
It's like you're being crowned with the power to create your own reality,
Right.
cultivate a life that truly nourishes your soul.
Yes.
And to wrap up this daily reading,
Okay.
we have the advice card, the Six of Swords.
Okay, the Six of Swords.
It's a powerful message about letting go of what no longer serves you, releasing any baggage or negativity that's holding you back from moving forward.
The Six of Swords encourages us to embark on a journey of healing and transformation, leaving behind the shores of the past and setting sail towards new horizons.
Okay.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most courageous act is to release what's weighing us down and embrace the unknown with an open heart.
Okay, deep breaths, everyone.
Yeah.
There was a whirlwind of insights and inspiration.
I know, right?
Now, before we jump into the career reading, I want to hear from you. What's resonating with you so far? What cards are sparking your curiosity?
Yeah, let us know.
We'll be back in a flash to delve deeper into these readings and see what other hidden gems we can uncover.
Okay, so you know how both of these readings started with cards that are all about taking charge and diving headfirst into new experiences?
Yeah, the Fool and the Chariot, right?
Exactly.
It's like the universe is giving Sagittarius a double dose of go-for-it energy.
That's a good way to put it.
But then what I find really insightful is how both readings also kind of weave in this thread of caution and thoughtful planning.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, go for it, but be smart about it. Like with the Nine of Wands showing up in the daily reading.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like a reminder that even the most adventurous souls
Right.
need to be prepared for the unexpected.
It's about balancing that bold, spontaneous energy
Yeah.
with a dose of reality and strategic thinking. And we see that reflected in the career reading, too.
Right.
With cards like the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles.
Collaboration, dedication, and mastering your craft. It's like a recipe for success,
It is.
but not necessarily a solo mission.
Right, and I think that's such a valuable message for anyone, regardless of their astrological sign.
Totally.
You know, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new beginnings,
Yeah.
but true success often involves patience, collaboration, and a willingness to put in the effort. Now, speaking of effort,
Okay.
the Tower card in the career reading definitely caught my attention.
Oh, yeah.
That one kind of made me nervous.
I have to admit that one made me a little nervous, too.
Towers crumbling doesn't exactly scream good vibes. No, not really. It can definitely represent upheaval and sudden change,
Right.
which can be unsettling. But remember,
Yeah.
the tower often signifies a necessary disruption,
Okay.
like a clearing out of the old to make way for the new.
Okay, so not necessarily a bad thing, just
Yeah.
unexpected and maybe a little chaotic in the moment.
Exactly. It's about being adaptable and resilient in the face of change.
And remember that reading ultimately ended with the World card,
Oh, that's right.
signifying completion and success. So
yeah.
even if there are some bumps along the way, the overall trajectory is positive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm starting to see a pattern here?
No, tell me about it.
It's like these readings are saying, hey, Sagittarius, embrace the unknown, be ready for anything.
Yeah.
And know that even when things get shaken up, strength and resilience to come out on top.
Absolutely. And that resilience is further emphasized by the Five of Wands appearing right before the World. It suggests that there might be some final challenges or competition to navigate
Okay.
before reaching that ultimate goal.
So it's not just about sailing smoothly to the finish line.
Not always.
There might be a few waves to ride along the way.
Exactly. But the fact that the Five of Wands is followed by the World
Yeah.
suggests that you'll ultimately come out on top, stronger and wiser from the experience.
I love that perspective.
It's about proving your worth and standing your ground, even amidst challenges.
It's like those challenges are actually essential for growth.
Yes.
And ultimately lead to a greater sense of accomplishment.
Exactly. And it ties back to that theme of resilience and adaptability that we've been discussing.
Yeah.
Life is full of ups and downs.
For sure.
And it's how we navigate those challenges that truly defines us.
That's a good one to remember.
Now, you mentioned the advice cards earlier.
I did.
And I think it's fascinating how they offer such distinct guidance for each reading.
Yeah, the Six of Swords in the daily reading, all about letting go, creating space for something new.
Right.
But then the Nine of Cups in the career reading
Yes.
felt more like a celebration of achievement,
I love that observation.
and basking in the glow of your accomplishments.
It speaks to the different energies at play in each area of life. In the daily reading, the focus is on clearing out any negativity or baggage that might be holding you back from fully embracing new beginnings.
It's like creating a clean slate making room for positive change and growth to flow in.
Exactly. And then in the career, reading the Nine of Cups reminds us to acknowledge and celebrate how far we've come.
Yeah.
It's about taking a moment to appreciate our accomplishments and recognize that we're on the right track.
And I think those moments of celebration are so important,
They are.
especially when we're striving towards ambitious goals.
Absolutely.
It's like a reminder to pause, take a deep breath, and say, hey, I'm doing pretty great.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance between striving for more and appreciating what we've already achieved. And I think that's a message we could all benefit from remembering.
For sure.
We've talked a lot about the major arcana cards,
Yeah.
but some other cards in these readings caught my eye.
Okay, which ones?
For example, the Knight of Wands in the daily reading really stood out to me.
Oh, yes. The Knight of Wands.
Yeah.
I see that card and immediately think of bold action and passionate pursuit.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like that friend who's always up for an adventure
Yep.
and charges into new experiences with infectious enthusiasm.
You hit the nail on the head. The Knight of Wands is all about channeling that fiery Sagittarius energy into deliberate action.
Okay.
It's a reminder to be bold, but also strategic in your pursuits.
So it's like saying go after what you want,
Yes,
but don't just wing it.
right. Have a plan, Sagittarius, but don't let overthinking paralyze you.
I like that.
And then in the career reading, we have the Page of Wands and Justice.
Ooh.
These cards offer some really interesting insights into navigating your professional path.
Okay, I'm curious. What do the Page of Wands and Justice have to say about Sagittarius's career journey?
So the Page of Wands, it's all about like fresh perspectives and kind of a beginner's mind. Encourages you to stay open to new ideas,
Yeah.
to approach your work with a sense of curiosity and enthusiasm.
Okay.
Be willing to like step outside of your comfort zone.
So that classic Sagittarius spirit of adventure
Yeah.
applied to your career.
Exactly.
Don't be afraid to like try new things, take on new challenges.
Right.
Maybe even, reinvent yourself along the way.
And then we have Justice.
Justice.
Emphasizes fairness, balance,
Right.
making decisions that align with your values and your long-term goals.
Yeah.
It's a reminder to approach your work,
Okay.
to make choices that not only benefit you, but also contribute to a greater good.
So it's not just about climbing the corporate ladder
No.
or chasing the biggest paycheck.
It's about finding a path that feels meaningful, aligned with your sense of purpose.
Which again, very Sagittarius.
Very Sagittarius.
It's funny how even though these readings were specifically tailored for Sagittarius,
Yeah,
so many of the messages feel universally relevant.
I think so too.
It's like these cards are tapping into like these fundamental human experiences
Yeah.
that we all share, regardless of our astrological sign.
We all face challenges. We all strive for success and fulfillment.
Exactly.
We all have this innate desire to create a life that feels meaningful.
What's interesting here is how
Right.
tarot transcends time and culture, offering insights into these universal archetypes
Right.
and patterns of human behavior.
It's like a language that speaks to the soul,
Right.
prompting us to reflect on our own journeys, the choices we make along the way.
And I think that's what makes tarot such a powerful tool for self-discovery.
Absolutely.
It's not about, predicting the future,
No.
but rather about gaining a deeper understanding of ourselves and the energies at play in our lives.
We've talked a lot about the positive aspects of these readings,
Yeah.
but I'm curious, how do you interpret the more challenging cards?
Yeah.
What role do those play in the overall interpretation?
That's a great question.
I think it's important to remember
Yeah.
that every card in the tarot deck has both light and shadow aspects. It's all about context,
What?
how the cards relate to each other within a spread. So even those cards that might seem negative on the surface
Yeah.
can actually offer valuable insights and guidance.
Like they're nudging us to confront those parts of ourselves
Exactly.
that we might be avoiding,
Right.
or to acknowledge the challenges
Yes.
that are, part of the human experience.
They can point to areas where we need to do some inner work, make changes in our lives.
Right.
It's about embracing the whole journey,
Yeah.
the ups and downs,
The light in the dark.
the light and the dark.
And using those experiences to learn and grow, become the best versions of ourselves.
And it ties back to that theme of resilience
Yes.
that's been woven throughout these readings. It's like the cards are reminding us that even when we face challenges or setbacks, we have the inner strength to overcome them,
Right.
emerge stronger on the other side.
It's amazing how these readings have taken us on such a deep dive.
You know.
Not just into the world of tarot, but also into the human experience itself.
Like we've uncovered these hidden pathways within ourselves, these universal truths that connect us all.
As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one key takeaway that you hope our listeners will carry with them?
Trust your intuition.
Ooh.
The cards can offer guidance and insights, but ultimately, you are the expert on your own life.
Yes.
Listen to that inner voice, that gut feeling that guides you towards your truth. Don't be afraid to take those leaps of faith that lead you towards your true purpose.
That is such beautiful advice.
Thank you.
And I think it perfectly encapsulates the spirit of these readings. So whether you're a tarot enthusiast or a curious skeptic, I hope this deep dive has inspired you to connect with your own inner wisdom. Embrace the journey ahead with curiosity, courage, and a sense of adventure.
And remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Embrace the lessons, celebrate the victories, never stop exploring the vast and mysterious landscape of your own soul.
Well said.
Thank you.
On that note, we'll leave you to ponder these cards and your own unique path.
Right.
Until next time, keep seeking, keep growing, and keep diving deep.